Good evening and welcome to the Whisky Lover Society with me, Gert, and tonight we are looking at an empty bottle, well, almost an empty bottle, and it is the Nikka from a barrel. It is supposed to be a Japanese whiskey, but I did a little bit of a digging, not so much of the Japanese whiskey in it. So it is a whiskey that is supposed to come from Japan, but I also found some more information. They are a little bit liberal when it comes to the term whiskey and where it is supposed to come from. So it is possible that in this bottle can be something from Canadian whiskey, can also be a Scotch whiskey. I also see that they are the owners of the Ben Nevis whiskey distillery in Scotland. So it is possible that they also send the whiskies from Scotland, they send it into Japan, and in Japan they put it in a bottle and when they sell it as a Japanese whiskey. So bear that in mind when you buy a bottle. It might say Japanese, but apparently it is not the case. So it is a relatively strong whiskey. It is a blended whiskey, and they blend around 100 casks together. They put it all in different barrels, up to 700 liters, and they will mature and get married, like I say, and for 3 to 6 months, so that they mingle, and then they will put it in your little bottle, in quite a funny little dumpy of a bottle with a little screw cap on it. It is bottled at 51.4%. It is a no age statement whiskey. Nothing on the color that I could find on the internet, but I presume at this cask strength or the strength of this high ABV, I do believe that it is probably non-chill filtered. So keeping the video short this time, we're going to give a quick nose, a quick taste, and I'm going to give it a score. So since this is going to be the last one in the glass anyway, or the bottle is finished, so color-wise, quite light. As it is a no age statement whiskey, I've got no idea if it's any color added. Cannot find any information on it. So on the nose, cheers. So even at the 51%, 51.4% ABV, it is actually quite light on the nose. I was expecting a lot more alcohol, especially if you just poured it. So quite light. I get a little hint of the oak, so I suspect that this one is going to be, well, I know it's going to be a little bit on the oaky side. I also get a little bit of a caramel hit, so it's a quite pleasant sweet caramel on the nose. I get a little bit of a vanilla note, and I get a little bit of a toffee note, a sweet toffee note as well. And it's not overly sweet. Also a little bit of a fruity flavors coming in, something sweet, apple note as well. And a little bit of a raisin note, so quite pleasant on the nose. So on the taste, cheers. Quite hot, from the alcohol, but an intense fruity flavors bursting on the scene. Really, really sweet on the first sip. It's like it just disappears on your mouth with the high ABV. And then, of course, the woody note comes in, a little oak influence, quite a lot of oak in it. But on the second one, not really unpleasant. A little bit of a black pepper note coming in as well. And then you get the spicy oak and a burnt caramel flavors as well. And then I get the sweetness of a dark honey, but it's quite nice. So the bitter notes, yeah, it's there's no running away from it. The dark chocolates, the Turkish coffee, no sugar added. It is dark. It is quite on the bitter side. But I think it's something that you can get used to. And of course, I will add a little bit of water to it. And the water will bring out the sweetness, more of the fruity notes. And it will also bring out or tone down the oakiness in your whiskey. All in all, I think this is a nice sipper. The oak is there, but it's not that bad. It's quite balanced between the sweetness and the oakiness and the fruitiness that is in it, and a little bit of the spiciness that is in it. So all in all, quite a good one. Score-wise, I will give it a 86 out of 100. And I think it's something that I will definitely buy again. Quite pleasant. So remember to like and subscribe, and I see you next time. Cheers.